Here's my Nhandu coloratovillosus, the Brazilian black and white. Excuse me a moment. Gotta get a cricket here. Well, there it went. Sorry about that. Wow. That was a good attack. I can't see all the way back in there, but he took it. Good. All right. Okay, we'll move on to the next one. Here's my Acanthoscurria chacoana, the Bolivian salmon pink. They were small worms, so that's why I gave her 2 of them. There you go, sweetie. Was that good? Yeah. Aren't you beautiful? They look a lot like the B. vagans, don't they? Once they get out of their brown phase early on, they start to turn darker and they look more black. So then they look more like B. vagans. Yep. Acanthoscurria chacoana. We don't see these very often. Alright, we'll move on to the next one. Check out that pokey. Poecilotheria striata, the Mysore ornamental. And hopefully, I'm watching it very carefully, is not going to escape. There we go. Gotta watch out with these. They can climb your tongs. Yeah, they're tongue climbers. That's why when this one gets larger, I might decide to get the longer tongs. Don't want to be bitten by a pokey. That would hurt for a few days. Cool. Good to see you in all your beauty again. We still need to fatten you up a little bit from your molt. You can use just a little more fattening. Just a little bit. Alright, awesome. I'll take some pictures of this one and move on. Next. Thought I'd get these smaller tarantulas out of the way before we go on to the larger ones again. But this is my Grammostola pulchripes, the Chaco golden knee, and this one's freshly molted. Molted a day or 2 ago. So definitely too soon to feed. But yeah. But for those of you who own teas this small and you want to know what to feed them, You can either feed them flightless fruit flies, or you could feed them pinhead crickets, or maimed larger crickets. Well, preferably dead if they're larger, but you can also maim your pinheads. But yeah, they eat just like your large ones. Well, doing well. All right, we'll move on to the next spiderling. Here's my Eupalaestrus campestratus. Well, Eupalaestrus campestratus. I think I pronounced that right. If not, please correct me. The pink zebra beauty. But yeah, this is my tiniest spider. So I'm going to put a maimed pinhead in there for it, because since that one is too tiny, I don't have any crickets that are small enough for this one, so I'd have to maim it for sure so it doesn't injure my tarantula, because crickets can bite. Yeah, I like how it dug up the bottom like that and moved it all up there and webbed up the ceiling. It's pretty cool. Alright, we'll move on to the next one. Here's my Aphonopelma chalcodes, the desert blonde, right there. I'm just going to put a pinhead in there, and it'll take it at its leisure. And then we got my smaller Brachypelma smithi, Mexican red knee, right there. And I'll do the same for that one. Give it a very tiny cricket and maim it. Alright. Okay, stay tuned for some larger teas. Alright, next. Here's my very secretive Theraphosa murinus, the orange baboon. I haven't seen this one in a while, but I'm always hoping that we'll get a nice surprise. Put it closer to the entrance there. I don't want it to burrow. It looks like it's just going to be secretive again. It's a shame too, because this one is so gorgeous. Good size female too, probably full size. I haven't measured her, but she looks to be about full size, if not one more molt. Alright, well, we'll leave her alone and she'll get it later. Alright, next. Got a couple of updates, since these next two won't be eating, but here's my Grammostola rosea, Chilean rose, and this one is fasting. So won't be feeding this one today, but I will be giving her water. This one's my most special tarantula. She was my first, and she lets me hold her most of the time. I don't hold her often, but I don't hold any of my teas often, but when I do, this is usually one I'll hold. And my Brachypelma and B. smithi. They're the only ones I hold regularly. The rest are too skittish or too tiny or too venomous for my taste. So there's that one. And then I'll show you my smaller H. lividum that molted the other day. Here's my smaller Haplopelma lividum, the cobalt blue, molted a day or two ago. And as you can see, it doesn't have much blue right now. So I'm wondering if that's just because it's freshly molted and it's just going to look, you know, it's not going to look its normal self. Or could this be turning out to be a male? Definitely not mature by any means, but I'd have to get a better look. And I'll wait a few days and see. But it was blue. But as you can see now, it's kind of a grayish color. And quite leggy looking too. So who knows, maybe a male. So yeah, let me know if you're used to keeping H. lividums. Let me know, you know, can they start off blue and then turn this color if they're male? Or are they always this color if they're male? So let me know what you think. Alright, I have 3 more tarantulas left and they should all eat. Alright, next. Here's my larger Haplopelma lividum, cobalt blue. And as you can see, this one is blue as all get out. And this one is a female for sure. You made a liar out of me. I said the next 3 tarantulas are gonna eat, and what does she do? Makes a liar out of me. Huh. Well, maybe she's in pre-molt, or she's simply just not hungry. So we'll let her alone then. And the fact that she didn't quickly move and throw up a threat posture also tells me she could be in pre-molt. Their mood changes when they're about to molt, so plus she's been a little digging lately, so maybe she's trying to make a burrow. But alright, well, cool. Hope we do get a neat molt out of her. Alright, 2 more teas to go. Here's the lair of my Theraphosa stirmi, the burgundy Goliath bird eater. Of course, she had to go into hiding when I picked up her enclosure. Sometimes she's out in her, whoa. Sometimes she's out in her full glory. And other times she is a chicken. Well, you may have gotten a brief look at her. I'm running out of worms. Let's see if I have another one. I usually like to give this one too since she's so big. Oh good, there's one. Actually 2, that's wonderful. You can kind of see her. Not as much as I'd like, but she's huge. She is a big girl. Now today I'm in a extra good mood, so she's gonna get a bonus. That's 3 superworms. That's how big those fangs are. Imagine if those fangs were in your skin. That wouldn't feel too good. She's a good girl. She hadn't haired me yet. She threw up kind of a lazy threat posture one time, but I don't know if I'd really count it as that. But I'm not willing to hold her right now. I'm going to have her for a while before I even consider it. Look at that, isn't she gorgeous? Hi, sweetie. Is that good? Yeah. Yeah, I'm talking about you. You're so beautiful. Oh yeah, that's my girl. That's my girl. But who knows, I may not end up holding her at all. I really don't want to be bitten by her. Her fangs are just humongous. The venom isn't as bad, but hairs are bad, fangs are huge. I'd have to have her for a while to see what her personality is like longer. Some teas are perfectly fine with you holding them, and others are the complete opposite. Cool. Well, I'm going to take a picture of this girl, and then I'm going to move on to the final tea. All right. And for a tarantula that I will never consider handling, my Haplopelma longipes, the Vietnamese tiger. Oh yeah, you don't want to be bitten by this. Nasty bite, nasty attitude to go along with it. You do not want to be bitten by them. You don't want that other cricket, huh? Well, it's there for you when you do decide to eat it. Well, this has been a pretty good feeding video. I think overall we had some good attacks. As usual, we had a few that refused food, but that is typical. Isn't that a gorgeous tea? Haplopelmas are really cool. I'm glad that she likes her cup. Well, I'm assuming it's a female. I haven't sexed the molt yet, so I can't say what sex she is, but she really likes her cup. It uses a burrow. Yeah. Alright guys, well I appreciate you watching my feeding video, and stay tuned for more videos later. Alright, thanks guys.